Okay, so we were talking about acute and supplementary obtuse angles, right? So acute angles, and John, and supplementary obtuse angles. So when you add the supplement and the acute angle, when you add them together, they're going to make 180 degrees. Okay? So the naming is very important. It's a supplementary obtuse angle. Okay? So what do we know about sine acute angle and the sine of the supplementary obtuse angle? They're both positive and they're both equal to each other, right? So if I do sine 20 and sine 160, I'm going to get the same answer? Yes, right? So I can say that sine A is equal to sine 180 minus A. Yes? Okay. How about cosine A and cosine 180 minus A? Okay, so that means cosine A is equal to negative cosine 180 minus A, right? So if cosine A was, let's say, 0.345, then cosine 180 minus A is going to be negative 0.345. Yeah? And tan A is equal also to negative tan 180 minus A. Okay. Each supplementary obtuse angle when the sine of the acute angle is 0.65. Okay, question for you. What's the question asking you for? To find the supplementary obtuse angle. Okay? So my answer should be greater than 90 degrees, right? The question is saying that the sine of the acute angle P, so sine P is 0.65. How can I find angle P? Yes, you guys know, yeah? That's right. So it's sine inverse, right? So if I do sine inverse of 0.65, what do you get? $40 degrees. Now, question to you, is that the answer that I'm looking for? No, because I'm looking for the supplementary obtuse. This is the acute. How can I find the supplementary obtuse? That's right. So SOA means supplementary obtuse angle. So that's 180 minus 40, which is 140 degrees. So this is your final answer. You need to identify which one is the supplementary obtuse angle, which one is the acute angle, right? So you need to identify them. Okay, for B, it's asking you for the cosine. So you have the cosine of the acute angle R is 0.22. So I know that cosine R is 0.22. How can I find angle R? Inverse. So if I do cos inverse of 0.22, what do I get? 77 degrees. Is that my answer? No, because I need to find the supplementary obtuse angle. So that's going to be 180 minus 77, which is 103. So you have to be careful what the question is asking you for, and that's why I was very, very picky on, like, I made sure that you guys understand what the words mean, right? Supplementary obtuse angle. Okay, for C, tangent of S is 0.44. What would be angle S? What is it? 24? Yep. Well, it depends on what's after the 23. What is it? 23 point what? Okay. And then, so you find the supplementary obtuse angle, and that's going to be 180 minus 24. So that's 158. Yeah. 56, yeah. That's what I meant. All right. Now, let's do a little kind of exercise on the side. Just 1 second. All right. Look at sine A. What can you tell me about the angle A? Is it going to be obtuse, acute, or what? Acute? What do you think? Would angle A be acute? Yes. Without using a calculator, would it be acute? Can it be obtuse? So yes, no. Which one? Yeah. Who thinks it can be both? That's right. So that's why it can be both. So if the question is asking you, is A obtuse or acute? It's both, right? It can be both, right? So the answer for this is both acute and obtuse, right? It can be either one. This is so like. How about cosine A? How about angle A? So cosine A is negative 0.66. What do we know about angle A? Obtuse or acute or both? Just obtuse because it's a negative ratio. How about obtuse or acute or both? It's a positive tan. Why? Tan of the obtuse angle is what? Tan of obtuse is positive or negative? Negative. Only acute. Yeah. Only acute. Right? Because it's positive. So if I take the calculator right now and I do sine inverse of angle A, I'm going to have two answers. The calculator is going to give you one, but you have to find the second one. Okay? So if I ask you to find angle A for me, so to find angle A, you do sine inverse of 0.532. What do you get? 32 degrees. But that's not the only answer, right? You have to find the supplementary obtuse angle, and that would be 148, right? So your answer for this, it's going to be angle A is equal to 32 degrees and 148 degrees. You see how I found two answers here? You must find both answers. When sine A is positive, which is always going to be the case, you're going to have two answers for your angle. No. If tangent is positive, then it will be only acute. If tangent is negative, then it will be obtuse. Do you guys get that? Now, can you guys do me a favor and do cos? Find the one for cos. So what did you find? When you did negative 0.66? Did you do cos inverse of negative 0.66? Yes. And what did it give you? 49 degrees. You did not do negative. 131. What is it? 131? Is that obtuse? That's cos inverse of negative. Yeah. Not this negative. Negative 0.6. How many of you got that answer? Do I have any other answers to that? No, it's only that one. Okay? And then for the last one, if you want to find angle A, you do tan inverse of 1.32. What do you get? 52, 53 degrees. And then that's what we thought it's going to be an acute angle because it's a positive tan. I know in your homework something like this is going to appear. Okay. So, let's say something like this appears in your homework, which it will.